Christ's Journal by Paul Alexander Bartlett. Read by our Melvin. The sun is setting. The evening is very warm. Across the fields I hear children's voices as they play. This evening I have been reading the Psalms and their beauty fills my mind. I have decided to write my thoughts not because I am a psalmist, but because I hope to get closer to the meaning of life. Of course, I should have started writing long ago. When I was in the wilderness, I had an opportunity. Now it is hard for me to find the time, and writing is not a habit of mine and does not come easily. However, like a shepherd, I shall gather together my thoughts, watching for strays. In spite of vigilance, my thoughts may wander. It is pleasant sitting here at this table, the night air blowing in. A star is caught in a tree. Peter is talking to a friend. Peter's voice has always pleased me, so deep. Yesterday, when I was in Naim, someone pointed out a sick man huddled in rags at a street corner. It was one of those windy days, and dust spun around us. The man reached up his arms and mumbled. I remembered seeing him before, and maybe he remembered me. I felt his hope. I felt I could help, and I said, "Pick up your mat, get up, walk. God will help you." The fellow trembled. He seemed to shrink inside himself as if afraid of me. He closed his eyes and doubled his hands. I waited and then repeated my command slowly. Like someone in a dream, he untangled his rags and knelt. As he rolled his mat, I encouraged him. Glancing about furtively, he stood tottered. I thought he would fall, but he kept his eyes on mine, and I urged him to walk. "Master, Master," he muttered, staring about uncertainly. "Master, where? How can I?" Limping, carrying his mat under one arm, he headed for the synagogue, and as I watched, he began to walk easily. He threw down his mat and began to run. Dust swirled around us, and he disappeared from sight. Later, someone told me he had been bedridden, crippled for almost 40 years. 40 years. He had been crippled longer than I had lived. Now he was walking, running. I felt such joy all day. I couldn't eat when I sat at the table at Peter's. His mother scolded me. To please her, I nibbled a little fruit. I couldn't find anyone who could share my joy, so I walked alone, roamed the countryside. As I walked, I could see his tortured face, dirty beard, beggar's clothes. 40 years. His name is Simeon. Probably I will see Simeon soon. And what shall I say when he thanks me? What can he say? I will see a changed man, and that will be enough.